Really
Congrats.
quick, I want to mention,
Yeah.
because it came to me, I remember. So Francisco is a former collegiate kicker, right?
Mm.
Who did you play for in college?
I played for Nicholls State University for 2 years.
Mhm.
And then from there, I got looked at for the Saints. I tried out for a couple teams in the CFL
Mhm.
and pretty much just doing combines at this point in time.
Yeah. And so if I remember correctly, the video that kind of caught your eye was the one where I talked about my knee injury, right? And how it affected me and it kept me out, and then how I healed it, not going to the doctors or anything like that, just
Mm.
resolving some issues that I was dealing with. And that kind of caught your eye because you were having some similar experiences. So would you mind sharing what was going on with your knee before, and what was causing it, and how does it feel now? Guys, if you want to learn the secrets on how to reprogram your mind for success, secrets I've shared with NFL athletes, UFC fighters, Olympic level athletes, and everyday people like myself, I'm offering a free one-on-one session from either myself or someone from my team. So if you want to see if you qualify, go ahead and click the link down below and apply today. All right, back to the video.
Oh, so pretty much out of this knee injury back 2 years ago. Luckily, I don't have it anymore. Thank you, Dom.
Yeah.
So pretty much what happened was 2 years prior going to a combine, I was going into March back in 2018. Everything was just going so smooth, but I didn't really tell anybody that I was kind of like scared, afraid of transitioning into that lifestyle, because that lifestyle demands a lot of just your time and attention and just you staying focused. And during that time, I just wasn't really, I didn't want to leave that lifestyle of, having fun, going to raves, just that thought process of, oh, I'm going to have to leave all this behind. So I wasn't mature enough at that time. And a week prior going to this combine, I start feeling this weird sensation on my left knee that kind of just went all the way from where my knee is all the way down to my foot. And I couldn't figure it out. And that week, I was just going into that combine. I was in the ball. I was overthinking stuff. And it got to the point where I just kind of, when I went to the combine, I didn't perform well the way I
Right.
normally was performing.
So for the people watching, basically what happened was, so our subconscious mind is always trying to protect us, right? And when we're in a conflict of not being able to decide something or whatever the case may be, relationship stuff, our own personal stuff, believe it or not, we will create these little illnesses or pains or different things like that to help us resolve that conflict. So in other words, what was happening with Francisco after we went through and realized what it was, is because he didn't want to leave that lifestyle, because he was afraid, but he also wanted to do it as well. But his subconscious, to protect him, it basically said, hey, here's some knee pain. It's going to mess you all up. So that way you don't even have to worry about being able to perform at that level. And you could just stay in the position you're in that you're comfortable with. So believe it or not, many, many people I've spoken to have had similar things where they create some type of sickness. Just the other day, my girl, she had some issues with her kidney, and I asked her what's the pain on a scale 1 to 10, and it was a 7 out of 10. So we talked to her subconscious for a little bit, and what we found is that what she was doing is, before she goes to work, she's drinking a whole bunch of water, and then when she gets to work, she has so much stuff built up that when she has to use the restroom, she just holds it for hours and hours and hours and hours. And so basically, her subconscious was giving her kidney pain. And because it was trying to tell her, hey, you can't keep doing this. You can't keep doing this. You're going to cause issues, right? So it'll let us know, like, hey, check engine light, check engine light, check engine light. So once she figured out that's what it was, the pain went away. So it's a similar thing here. What happened once we identified what that was and why you were having that knee pain?
Pretty much after, we had that, went through the whole process with you, with me and you, Don. A lot was just letting go of everything from the past, negative thinking, worst case scenarios. Actually, I think I had a lot of baggage, and then top of that, work was very stressful. And then we pointed out that the only way I would get motivated was through negative motivation, where it got to the
Right.
point where it stressed me out so much I couldn't even focus. When I was doing at the gym, trying to get better, my kicking was, wasn't even at the collegiate level I wanted to be at that professional level. So I was just all over the place. So once we did, the whole thing with me and you, Dom, I just felt a lot better. Like my stomach pain went away.
Oh yeah.
Knee
so talk
injury,
about that. What was happening with your stomach pain?
So apparently, there was just a sequence of me just thinking very negatively, because I was just I would get really frustrated in myself to the point where any change, I was stagnant. And I had this one car accident where it just threw me off, and it wasn't even my fault, it was somebody else. But my subconscious mind was pretty much put me in this survival mode every day. And it got to the point where I started getting stomach pains. And that threw me off. It would throw my whole mood off. I would be, I would try to hold in every emotion I had. And I would try not to show it to my family, or I would just tell them, yeah, I'm good, everything's good. But in reality, I wasn't.
Right.
Because I was fighting through all these issues. And now that we went through the whole process, I feel so much better. Not even a negative thought comes. If it does, it'll switch it right away.
Right. Because of the positive learnings, and now your brain's reprogrammed to see the positives in every situation, right? And that's why moving forward, it just becomes part of how your operating system becomes part of who you are. So yeah, man, it's crazy how you can have this. How long did you have the stomach pain for?
Months, I would say. Since September.
Yeah. And so, 4 or 5 months went by and still having this pain. And then within a matter of a couple sessions, the pain's gone. Now, disclaimer, I'm not claiming I can cure diseases and all that. Okay. So, I got to throw out the disclaimer just because the way that the medical system is set up, but